He arrives at the jail, shaken by the fiercest earthquake he has ever known. He's already counting dead bodies in his mind, especially Paul and Silas. There's no way anyone survived this earthquake. He unlocks the jail and discovers the doors are ajar to his horror. This is his worst nightmare. It was his job to keep the prisoners behind bars. This act of nature won't be an excuse. He is as good as dead. This is our jailer. Without further thought, he draws his sword. He doesn't consider the effect on his family. He only wants as painless a death as possible. He pauses a moment and then hears voices. Are the Romans arriving already? No. Curiously, the voices are within the jail. Don't do that, comes the voice. We're still here. Nobody ran away. The jailer pauses and then kicks into action. He orders lights and finds that Paul and Silas are sitting as casually as anyone can sit in a rocky, stony jail cell. And in that moment, the jailer's life passes in front of him. Not that he's about to die, but he's sitting on a precipice. Something new, something better. Sirs, he responds, what do I have to be what do I have to do to be saved, to really live? What did it take for you to reach out? When were you at the end of your rope and decided you wanted something better? When was your life controlled by others? When have you felt shackled by life? What happened to put your life back into perspective? Or are you still waiting? There's so many ways to be in bondage. We're trapped by the idols of money, wealth, and beauty. We're held hostage by our addictions. We become separated from real life by video games and social media. And we cry out, what do I have to do to have a real life, to be saved? What must I do to really live? How do I turn my back on my fears and my habits? How do I stop others from controlling my life? How do I end the addictions? Oh, the questions are countless, and the answer is simple. Say yes to God. The Greek word for saved is metanoia. It means turn around. But the core word is meta, which is what we understand as meta to mean is the big picture. In metanoia, Jesus invites us to turn around and see the bigger picture, to turn around and see what our lives could be, to turn around and see life made completely new in Him. And what does that look like? It looks cool and refreshing with the hard work of change involved. For the jailer, it was letting go of others' expectations of him. It was letting go of the demands on him as a jailer and on his life. His household rejoiced when he was baptized, perhaps because they saw a man trying to come out of himself, and they sensed a happier man who wouldn't take his fears and angst out on them any longer. You see, our unhappiness affects everyone around us. When we are tied up in our own lives, unable to see those around us, we hurt those we love the most. Turning around means turning away from hurt, from shame, from anger, especially anger. It means turning to see what life can mean for us in new, life-giving ways. What the jailer experienced is what each of us experiences in our lives. We get caught up in something we want to change. We get lifed. Yes, lifed. L-I-F-E-D. That's my new word, lifed. And there isn't anyone here who hasn't been lifed. Am I right? We get lifed and reach out to the one who can make a difference in our lives. Being saved can mean being saved from a life of hell beyond the grave. But it definitely means being saved from a life of hell here on this side of the grave. It means finding joy and happiness even while we see pain. It means that we see God first. And we see the world through God's eyes, eyes that shed tears and love us more than we can ever imagine. Life isn't easy. At times it's as difficult as anything can be. But when we put our where we put our focus depends how we come through it. Because coming through hard times is important. And this is the promise we read in Psalm 97, what Jenny just read to us. The Lord guards the faithful. So say yes to the good news. God brings healing, wholeness, and unity to those who turn to Him. Give your shackles to God. Say yes to salvation. All glory and honor be to God. Amen. Would you stand in body or spirit as we affirm